Hey, what is up guys, Poncho Cortez, and happy 2018, we finally made it. And to kick off the year, I'm going to be reviewing one of the oldest pomades that's still made today, Morgan's Pomade, straight from the UK. Now this isn't their original formula, this is a water-based pomade, which I'll get into later in the review. But this originally used to be an oil-based pomade. I think they still make the oil-based, but on Mr. Pomade I decided to get the strong water-based, just to test that out, and hopefully later I can review the oil base for you guys. Now as you guys can see from the appearance, this actually comes in a glass container. It looks almost similar to the one made by Railcar and Iron Society. They still make their pomades in a glass container, except I think theirs is completely circular, or it's a complete cylinder, while this one bottles up at the top right here. It bottlenecks here at the top. The label here has more of a medieval Victorian kind of appearance. Definitely say more medieval. Obviously it's still staying with that British traditional look. So this is one of the first times I've actually tried an imported pomade. I know I get a lot of requests and questions about Rizul, which I will try to review later on, but first I wanted to do one that hasn't had as much coverage. Now when it comes to the appearance and the fragrance of it, it's not all that great. It's definitely subtle, so if you're going for a subtle scent, something that isn't too overbearing, you know, you can wear cologne over this. This would be your pomade, because I don't really get anything that's too overbearing anytime I'm in public. Anytime I do go up for a close smell, it reminds me of something that's, you know, close to like a medicine. It's nothing really herbal or earthy that we're accustomed to when we're testing out a pomade or a water-based pomade. So this one, it's whatever. As far as the appearance goes, at first you think it's dark, but that's just because of the glass container. But it's actually a gray. You can see here. It is kind of a clear gray, since this is a water-based pomade. As far as scooping it out goes, it's super easy. It gives you a little bit of resistance, but that tells you that this is a firm grip pomade. But it's not impossible to scoop out. When you're combing this and applying it to your hair, just by rubbing it in, you do get slight tug and pull from it, just because it is a thicker pomade or water-based pomade, and so it's going to be a little bit tougher to comb. Yes, you do get tug and pull, unfortunately. I would recommend that you apply this to your hair damp, because if you do it in dry, it will be killer and you will be pulling out tons of hair. The pomade itself does get stiff pretty easily. I would compare it to like a gel almost, except you can still wet it and fix it up, which is a positive, but nonetheless it gets very stiff and tough to scoop out, or tough to comb. So right here, this is it. I stuck with my traditional side part that I've been doing for quite some time, although you can definitely do this with a pompadour or a slick back. I know I get a ton of questions on the slick back, you know, how do I train it, what product should I be using? Well, you can add this to the roster or a selection that I've been suggesting you guys, because this will help with the slick back. As you can see, it just is staying in place. It gets really stiff, and it is one strong pomade. It has got a hell of a grip, and it beats just your regular gel. I would say the shine on this is a medium to high. It's gonna be a little bit of a medium, because when it dries, you know, any water-based pomade will get kind of a false shine, or really just it'll get more of a forced shine, just because it's not as nearly like an oil-based, whereas an oil-based kind of gives you a crazy high sheen. A water-based will give you just the shine from the product itself, if you know what I mean. So just to reiterate though, this pomade is ideal for thick hair. As you can see, I have the thickest wavy hair in the world. If you guys ever seen any of my other previous videos, I talk about it. Any of you that have DM'd me on Instagram or commented in the comment section, this really does help it. Overall though, I have to say the pomade wasn't too bad. If you're looking for something with a good scent, you know, I would just stick to wearing cologne anytime you have this pomade on, because you don't really need to depend on this solely for the scent. But if you need a pomade that will help you out with your hair, this is it. Right here, this is just the pomade for you. Thanks for watching guys. Like, share, and subscribe for more content.
And Conor McGregor seems completely unaffected by this onslaught by Bruce Lee, Joe.
He's got a hell of a chin, Mike. A hell of a chin.
Reminds me of a young Babalu.
No, he doesn't, Mike.